It's a song from the album that you'll see me making in this movie. So what I did was I basically took a camera through every aspect of being an independent musician. And I had a pretty good run in Alaska, you know, performing at festivals and cafes and bars and lots of newspaper articles, and people knew my name and stuff. And amidst all that and throughout my life, I was really, for lack of a better term, on a spiritual journey, just trying to understand what I'm here on this planet to do. In the process of making this documentary, I had an awakening, and that awakening led me to the vegan lifestyle. So what you're going to see in this movie is a lot of information about veganism and basically just the behind-the-scenes footage of a wannabe rock star. So the awakening happened when I was trying to lose weight from having my son. I started filming this movie, or I started making the album before he was born. I started recording all the main tracks, putting down the guitar and the vocal tracks. And it took a couple years to finish because I had my son, and then I had to find the other people to help fill in the space on that album. So I was playing shows, recording music, raising children, and one night I had this dream. And an energy being put their hand on my uterus. And they said, "Are you pregnant?" And this dream was so realistic that I really thought I was awake. And so right after I was thinking, no, I can't be pregnant, she said, "Oh no, this looks like cancer." So if you think about it, a thickening in the uterus that might look like pregnancy, or it might look like cancer, on the energetic level, that makes sense. It really was so realistic of a dream that when I woke up, I was surprised that I woke up because I thought I was already awake. And then the energy being said a series of numbers and letters, like, I can't remember what it was, so just for example, she might have said something like T57, and it'll be a quick turnaround. So as soon as I opened my eyes and realized I'd just had a really profound dream, I went to Google and I put in that series of numbers and letters. And what came up was a chemotherapy for cancer. So you can imagine that was quite the experience. I went and had a pap smear done, and it was dysplasia, which means the cells were abnormal. They weren't cancerous, but they're in the stage just before cancer. So I started investigating holistic cancer cures, and that's when I found the alkaline acid connection, and that if you're too acidic, your body becomes out of balance, and all kinds of disease can happen. But cancer cannot grow in an alkaline environment. So I started looking at the alkaline foods that were alkaline, and I realized, you know, there wasn't any meat, there wasn't any dairy, there wasn't any grains, and it was all fruit and vegetables, and some mild things, you know, tea, different kinds of things were right in the middle, but none of the really acidic things like dairy, wheat, sugar, meat, all those things I started thinking I should stay away from. About a week later, I was investigating this website about indigo children. My daughter, who was around 5 at the time, could see auras, and she had always mentioned that my aura was blue, and my son's aura was blue, and different people around us were different colors, and so I always just kind of assumed that I was an indigo. So I was researching indigo children, and just earlier in that week, she had told me that my aura was pink and gold. So that kind of surprised me, because I always thought I was indigo. So I was researching indigo, this internet website, and I saw this video, and it said the problem human. And when I clicked on it, I didn't know what I was clicking on, but what it turned out to be was a video from someone who brought a camera undercover into an animal testing facility. And it was horrific. It shocked me awake. I couldn't really believe what I was seeing, and I was sitting there eating a chicken salad thinking, wow, I have got to make sure I don't have any products in my house that are tested on animals. This is horrible. I never really thought much of animal testing. I figured, I just didn't know. So I just assumed it was some benign thing where, they would put the product or something on a rabbit skin or mice or something like that, and it was no big deal. But it was horrible. I saw them punching animals in the face, screaming obscenities at these poor animals. You could see the human qualities in their faces, and they were so sad. And there was this little monkey. This is what stood out to me. His little face was so human-like. And they had him on a table, spread out. No analgesic or any kind of, pain medication or anything. Just totally straight out, pulled him out of his cage, put him on this, board thing, and slit him open down the middle. And his face was just in shock. He wasn't fighting back. He wasn't screaming. He was just in total shock. And as each breath raised his rib cage, as the rib cage released that breath, you could see the blood was just flowing out of him, and he was dying. And I guess I woke up because I went through my house. I looked, and almost everything in my house had been from a company that tested on animals. I had no idea. I was just sleepwalking through my life. I went through my refrigerator, and I got rid of all the animal products. I didn't throw them away. I gave them to homeless people. It's just me. And, soon thereafter, I heard about crystal children, and the crystal children have a clear aura, but it very often presents as pink and gold. When I read that, I laughed because it made perfect sense why my daughter, indigos do evolve to crystal. Basically, when your aura is clear, you have a different life mission. The indigos come in as the warrior spirit, and they're here to break down systems. But if you evolve to crystal, which is clearing the aura, all different kinds of things are possible. It's easier to relate to many kinds of people. You move into the heart more. I don't really know. There's nothing really that special about being a crystal child. I think you're just more in tune with the energy around you. I mean, I've always been empathic. I've always picked up on the energy from other people. When I was younger, it was to my disadvantage because I didn't understand it. But now it's to my advantage because it helps me help other people. So I've basically been on a healing journey most of my life because I was always sick as a kid. I never knew why. What you'll see in this movie is, basically my vegan awakening, because I was not vegan when I first started filming this movie. And then as my healing journey progressed, I had more and more awakenings, and eventually I started the raw food diet to try to really heal my body. I had a lot of pain, I had a lot of issues, a lot of things I didn't understand why they were wrong with me. I discovered on this path of being raw that it helps you to detoxify. And the reason we have all these issues, from bad digestion to dandruff, itchy earwax, funguses of any kind, yeast infections, rashes, heartburn. I had ulcers from drinking like a rock star. So many things, like I had insomnia, I had really bad acne. There's so many things that have cleared up since going raw, and it really is the fact that our body is not meant to digest cooked food. And over time, watching my body evolve and getting more and more detoxified, I eventually discovered that we're really not meant to eat food at all. We got off track, and now we're addicted to it. And I'm definitely not saying that you should stop eating overnight, but if you're eating the standard American diet, which the acronym is SAD, it is a sad diet, you're taking on the negative energy of all the animals who die. And so what's wrong with dairy? People a lot of times just don't think about it, but the fact is they have to impregnate those cows and then steal the cow, the baby, from its mother. These mother cows go into trauma. So just imagine if you had a child and then someone took your child. Well, don't forget, first you were raped, then your baby was stolen from you, and then you were hooked up to a machine all day to have your breasts pumped from that food that was supposed to be for your child. We're the only species who drinks the milk of another species. And all those cows in close quarters, being hooked up to machines all day, they get infections, they're pumped full of hormones, there's so much pus in that milk. So what's wrong with eggs? You would think, oh, it's no big deal, they're not going to hatch anyway, da-da-da-da-da. You need to get educated and see how these animals are treated. I mean, from the time they're born, they have their beaks chopped off, because birds are, they have a pecking order. So, they're supposed to be the main chicken, and then everyone's under the top chicken. And then what happens instead is they're crammed into these tiny cages that are way too small for them. And if they don't chop their beaks off, they'll peck each other. But if you go check out some footage of egg-laying chickens or chickens that are ready to go to slaughter, it is disgusting. The chickens are all sick. They're covered in crap. Their feathers are falling out. They're just really, really stressed and sick. And you'll be taking on that energy of that sick animal. So it's my mission to humanity to promote immortality in our lifetime. And I believe that if we stop our addiction to food, end it, evolve off it, then we will return to our divine state and remember who we are and what we're doing here, and become reconnected to each other as one mind and soul and spirit. And really, like, the first step is just being vegan. So I think it's for, this material's still valid. You'll see me in my crazy punk rock heyday when I was dyeing my hair all different colors and stuff. And yeah, it's just a little snapshot of my small town music career. I just focus a little more today on, helping other people heal and wake up. And it's not that the music isn't still important to me. I just don't focus on it as much anymore. And so I'm making kind of like a feature film now that's basically like an interpretation of the awakening journey from the viewpoint of a broken down wannabe rock star. Go figure. So I hope you guys will check out that movie when it's finished, and thank you so much for checking out this documentary. Don't forget to keep coming back to Ask a Crystal Child and leaving your questions for me on YouTube. And I do consultations, healing sessions, hypnosis DVDs. I also have the book you can buy, Why We Die and How We Can Stop. And I have another video available, which is music videos that I've made and a live video performance, all in the same DVD. And of course, the CDD, the CD that you'll see me making in this movie is available for sale somewhere under the rainbow. And I hope you enjoy this movie. Thank you. Hello, and welcome to my movie. My name is Crystal Hutchens, and I'm just another somebody who's trying to change things, because when you look around, a lot of stuff just kind of sucks, don't you think? And, there's this common misconception that you have to be, like, perfect or something to change the world, and, like, look at, Christ or Buddha or Lao Tzu, or, whoever has affected change on the planet. It's like, if you look at them, was everything about their life perfect? I don't think so. And it just takes, rolling your sleeves up and trying to get started. Pretty much all my life I've just felt like I was here for a reason, and not necessarily that I knew what that reason was, but there was something inside me pushing me to find out what it was. So I just kept asking, why am I here? Why am I here? You look around, it's like, sometimes it's really friggin' miserable. It's like, why am I here? Kind of, why am I here? And sometimes everything's great, or you're looking around and you're like, this is fascinating. What am I supposed to, what's my part in it? Around, I guess, my teenage years, I started getting really interested in ESP and just kind of fascinated by the thought of being able to, know what was going to happen, or how does this work, or can I get this ability myself, And I think it started after my grandma told me that she had won some different lotteries and stuff by dreaming about the winning numbers, and I was like, so you have ESP? And she was like, well, sometimes, And then she told me about when my mom had conceived me. She said my mom had this really weird dream, and she called her and started telling her what the dream was about. And my grandma, when she heard the dream, she just said, oh, you're pregnant. And sure enough, she was. And then my mom had her own, extrasensory perception when she was pregnant with me. She said she absolutely knew that I was a girl, and she was inspired to name me Crystal. Well, I also had some extrasensory perception dreams when I was pregnant, and I won't go into detail about them, but when my daughter was born, I started learning about the indigo children, and there's a lot of different names for this type of person who is on the planet. I started hearing about indigo children before she was born, and for some reason that just resonated with me, and I had a feeling that she was going to be an indigo child. And indigo is just one of the colors that you can come in with in your energy field. The energy field comes in many colors, and it just has to do with whatever your life purpose is. And the indigo children are here to be kind of the warriors who are coming in, to rail against the way things are that we've come to accept, which clearly we look around. Anyone with the tiniest bit of intelligence looks around and sees that the world is not as it should be, or not as we wish it would be. So the indigos are coming in to help, break down their system, like system busters. They're here to break down systems that have been built up and just accepted, when it's really a lot of unacceptability that we're looking at. So when I started to think that she was an indigo child was around the age of 2 or so. She started talking about things that she was seeing, like I had a pain in my back one time, and she asked me what was this pain on my back. She said, or what's on your back, Mommy? And she touched the spot where the pain was, and the pain went away. And then later on, I started to hear about another kind of child, or a different color of energy, which they were calling the crystal children, who were coming in with a more clear aura. And also the indigo children were also evolving to crystal children. So you could come in as an indigo and evolve to crystal, or you could come in as a crystal, or they're just different ways of saying that there are different kind of people that are here to kind of wake people up to the changes that we all wish we would see in the world. So when she was, I guess 4, maybe 5, I asked her what my color was, and she said it was pink and gold. And I asked her what color she was, and she said she was pink and gold. And she said we were the same. And shortly thereafter, I started to research the crystal children, and the colors that they present in the aura are very often pink and gold, although the aura is sort of clear and can take on the colors of other people. So we were having the same colors while we were together, taking on each other's energy. So I thought that was really cool that my mom was inspired to call me Crystal, and that my daughter confirmed for me, before I knew what she was telling me, that I must be a crystal child. And if you're here watching my movie, I can almost guarantee you that it's for a reason. You're one of the people that are here to help us change, and I hopefully am here to help you wake up. So I became interested in singing at an early age, and I got a guitar when I was 20, and I just felt urged to do this, and I just followed my inner urgings in this art form to hopefully see that I could affect some change, and hopefully you can too. So thanks for coming and enjoy my show. Little finger. I actually got a blister on my little finger one time. I was like, hey, that's just like that Dire Straits song.
Got a blister on your little finger.
Oh, the price we pay.
This side doesn't sound the same as this side does, because it's better.
Oh, I said let's go down and say what we can do. Let's go down and say, let's go down and say, see what we can do for Mother Blue. Give your words mobility, yeah. Go out streaming at the sun. Go out yelling at everyone. Do not stop until you're done. And they all pull me from the ground. You'll hear me in surround sound. garden was so very, very big. I built a puzzle where I went inside to dig a hole to span the universe of time, to shed the guilt and shame of lifetimes. The guilt and shame of lifetimes. It's a lie. The rainbows come and clear through this trail of tears, spanning back through years. It's just the channel coming pure. And when you see that light, purpose is inside. The light is from inside. Purpose is inside. Purpose is inside. Inside the valley of your fear, runs through bones of misery highway, echoes in everything that you say. Guilt and shame of lifetime. Guilt and shame of lifetime. Guilt and shame of lifetime. Guilt and shame of
And now that you're putting forth that energy, if you all could just visualize me as a famous, wealthy rock star. I'd really appreciate that. And this is my last song, and thanks again for coming.
The original Sony night vision could see through clothing.
No, that's
Totally.
impossible.
Not entirely. It just could see
I
heat
don't
differences. Yes, which is quite effective. Just hearing through people's clothing sort of thing.
Hearing through people's clothing?
Well, I can hear through your clothing. No problem.
So you're going to talk about my shirt? But so what I think the way that we're going to look back on eating animals and stuff like that is it's going to be like looking back at shock therapy or like the Holocaust, because I know it sounds like extreme, but when you realize that you're eating a being that's just the same as you, that could be like, you know, your child, it's this feeling that you have inside. So that's what I think. I think that we're evolving towards living totally animal cruelty free. It's just like part of the awakening process. So that's my thing about veganism. That's my spiel. So, and then you wanted to talk about my song Star Mirror?
Yeah, tell me a little about, I mean, what's the
I
relevance?
usually don't like to explain my songs, but Star Mirror is a concept song about, like in the beginning of us, we were all one star, and like the sun, you know, a giant light formation, and we knew what we were. We knew that we were like amazing and astounding, this all-powerful energy that could do anything it wanted, but we couldn't see ourselves. So it like burst into bazillions, because there's bazillions of beings in existence, you know. So this one light formation exploded into all these tiny pinpoints of light so we could look back on ourselves, and that's when we started to become creators, and we started to like make pretty much everything that you see here now, and everything that you would see on another world if you went over there. So we're all pinpoints of light, and we're all part of the same star, and everything that you see in a person is basically just a mirror of yourself. So whether it's positive or negative, people in your relationships, people in your family, even, you know, the asshole in line at the post office that pissed you off, he's showing you something about yourself. So that's like the gist of the song, is we're all a star, we're all mirrors of each other. And usually when I write songs, it's kind of mostly about one subject, and I don't like to explain them because I think it's good to leave it up to the listener because everybody has their own reality tunnel to perceive with. But I took a lot of different little chunks of things I was seeing in my own life. So it's not one song about anyone in particular. It's about different pieces of things that I was seeing, and how we're supposed to, the faster you can recognize that people are your mirrors, the faster you're going to change yourself for the better and evolve more quickly. Become more enlightened by recognizing that that thing you hate about someone else is something about yourself that you want to change. So that's kind of what Star Mirror is about. So we'll give it a shot here.
In my hair. that I've read, with pages torn out, I made up my own world. Deep in a dream, so built to last, till you pulled the plug, drained me down fast. Pop my balloon, I fell from a great height. And I'm tired of wasting life, searching out, going round what became such a false alarm. 'Cause I'm looking for the truth, not some tired, cheap cliche, a false treasure in a shallow pond. Fireworks blew out the top of your head, powder and spark drew me to bed, to drift with you there down a dark and frozen stream, where I thought I'd found the jewel of the night. You're just a shiny rock in my pile, so many stones stuck in my shoes. And I know if there's enough, it could make up the road that could lead me far from this town. 'Cause I'm searching for the truth, now sometimes cheap cliche, false treasure in a shallow pond. And I'm tired of wasting life, searching out, going round what became such a false alarm. Just a false alarm, just a false alarm, just a false alarm, just a false alarm.
Stringfellow and John Hour, and how your relationship developed with them, how it became about, and of course what you found most interesting about working with, in a way, somebody that you definitely know. I'm picturing that you,
Like I was a fan of theirs first.
yeah, and that it's not, you weren't going into it with trepidation thinking, who's this person to tell
Right.
me what to do and
Yeah.
help me produce? You
I
were
picked
so
my
ready,
producer,
probably, to
And I was like,
do
these
that.
are people I admire, and I like what they've done with their own music.
That's pretty rare to be able to know that somebody's kind of probably on the same page of the sound that you want.
Yeah.
And that's got to be scary for a songwriter, to turn their product over to a producer. Because a good producer, I've seen anyway, really takes over a project sometimes and says,
Yeah.
and if they're militant
Yeah.
about it, they say, nope, nope, do it again, this is the way I need you to do it.
That's what's valuable about being independent, too.
Sure, you get
Because-
your own sound.
Right, when you go in and sign a big label deal, they go, okay, here's your producer. You don't
Yeah.
go handpick your producer.
I never
In
thought of
most
that.
cases, probably, where this was just something I wanted to do.
Did you think that you needed to do it at all? Did you
yeah,
were you at a
I
point where
knew
you
that
felt
I-
you wanted something different?
I knew that I would benefit from having someone else get their hands in my music.
Now, is it too cool for you?
I'm surprised how cool you keep it in here.
We haven't figured out how to use
I'm
this
cool,
yet.
but I'm not that cool.
It's either cold or warm, so I like to leave it on for a while, and in a bit it'll start to be on the warm side. I would love it if we could get in 2 to 3 definitely live songs.
I've been doing all my own production since I started, and I never felt like I really got a really good representation of what I know I'm capable of. So to have someone come along and go, oh yeah, let's do it like this. And
Just the littlest thing of deciding to push this up and highlight this instead of that, and you used to always just do that just because, and you probably didn't even know why you did it that way, you just did. And, and then there's of course the other angle of sharing knowledge. Well, let's just jump in and start chatting about it.
okay, so
And
we already are.
yeah, well, that's what I like to do. I like to pre-chat, so you're not
Should I wear
taking.
this?
I don't think you even need to. Really. Yeah, I just like to chat about stuff with you, so it doesn't catch you off guard. Any song that you play twice, the second time is almost always better. So it's the the conversation. So we'll just take it easy and fun, and I'd love to hear about the new projects and the films and the producers and all that.
You're doing so much.
You are.
And I have 2 kids.
I was about to say, and your
And a
mother.
job. At nighttime.
You're listening to 90.3 KNBA. Good afternoon, I'm Lauren Dixon. It's 5:35 and time for the local music spotlight, a chance to hear from you, the local artists, and what you've been on. We have Crystal Hutchens here at the new KNBA East Anchorage location. She's enjoying the new facility as much as all of us. A window. Can you believe we have a window in the studio?
It's gorgeous. It's totally gorgeous.
Well, Crystal has been a very busy lady lately. Not only a new mother, but a new project, or 3 or 4 under her belt. Welcome to the studios, Crystal.
Hello, Lauren.
Thanks for coming.
Thanks for having me.
You brought your guitar, and we're going to be hearing some live music.
Yep.
And you recently have worked with some pretty famous producers, and I want to talk about that in just a bit. I want to hear more about your film project, and I want to hear more about your new record.
The last 2 years I've been gathering footage of just, you know, what goes on in the life of a performing artist. And particularly for me, my music is about, you know, learning to adapt to the new energy that the planet is experiencing as we're evolving to higher levels of being. And so I write about that kind of stuff, and I hope that my music helps people in their own evolution, and that's kind of what the movie's about.
What would you like to sing first for us today?
I'm gonna sing a song called Pandemonium. Where you say I am never to
short version. Where have you been playing lately? Where is somebody going to say, oh, Crystal,
yes.
of course, I've seen her at?
I just played at Talkeetna last weekend. Drive 2 hours to play for an hour. Drive 2 hours home.
That's the life of a performer.
Yes. You can actually go on tour in Alaska without leaving the state.
and log some serious miles.
Yeah.
Hieronymus Rex. Hieronymus Rex. Hieronymus Rex. Deuteronomus 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 Rex.
So you've got the documentary, that's coming out.
Yeah.
You have a new CD
Right.
that of course is
It's in
pretty much
progress.
in progress, and
Yeah.
it's taken from a lot of the experiences that you're going to see on the film.
Right.
Now that in itself is quite a bit and almost enough. But no, you had to add in working with a couple of real expert producers.
Yeah.
It had to be a thrill. Ken Stringfellow
Yes.
and John Auer.
Posies, the 2 lead men of the Posies. I met Ken one of those times, and then that was when I got introduced to his solo work, and I just fell in love with this album that he wrote. I heard that the Posies were coming up because my friend from high school married John, the other Posey. Well then, so I wrote to Ken and I was like, hey, you're coming up. I knew he was a producer, he produced his own album, I loved the album, so I thought maybe he would work with me. And he was like, yeah.
And he
scheduled
agreed.
a day, and since he was already coming on up and the promoter was already buying his ticket, he just scheduled an extra day to stay. So I got
Was there something in particular that you were hoping that having an outside producer would do for you and for your music?
For one thing, I wanted someone else to get their hands in my music and see what could be done, because I had never fully been, with someone else's touch, it could be improved.
fresh set of ears does
Yeah.
wonders. Sometimes a producer can hear things in your songs that you never
Yeah.
thought should be highlighted. And
Right.
you hear them highlighted and it becomes brand new.
That was the thing about Ken, that he started communicating with me after I sent him the scratch tracks. And he started telling me, well, I hear this and I hear that. And he was like hearing viola and a bass line. And what was cool was he played everything. He played the drums, he played the bass, and he was doing all the orchestration. I had my friend come in, Emily Doss voiced. She played the 5-string violin, and that was awesome to watch them work together, because he had this, what he heard in his head, and he was showing it to Emily on the bass and with his hands, you know, like directing her, and then there was all the sitting at the computer and doing all the knobs. It was just so much fun to be involved in.
Great, it starts with an earthquake. Earthquakes and airplanes. Lenny Bruce is not afraid.
So initially, Crystal would try to play this song, What We Think, over a click track,
Right?
and had for whatever reason not been able to get it. Whether the click track will be fast or will be slow. So how do we want to try to do this? I mean,
Let's play along.
But-
Maybe, you know, maybe we can, I'm not a drummer,
yeah.
but maybe either we can get it a good pass, try a few passes all the way through, and if I'm not getting it, we can try and just chop it to get it.
Yeah.
I'm not playing any cymbals, so there really won't be much hanging over,
Yeah.
which is kind of cool.
Yes. Yeah.
Do you have a wallet?
A wallet. So let's do this.
Hey, can we do something else?
Yeah.
Can we, on the guitar stuff, wherever that heavy low end stuff is, can we put a high pass filter on it? I feel like I played stuff pretty good, so I think the kick drum is kind of, those low frequencies are so similar. If we focus on those,
Yeah.
I think we're fine.
And
Okay, so now let's go through and make some notes. Let's see, we have, how many takes do we have? 3?
we got 3 whole takes and then the partial.
Let's take 3, because I was kind of getting into it by
Yeah.
then, and audition. Yeah, anyway, I can play that better. Hey, can we turn up the ambient noise in here? That backing track?
Oh,
A little bit? Just turn up the volume or whatever?
vocals or everything.
Everything, just crank this some level.
Sure.
Alright, ready? That's good right there. So get me on the ones there of the chorus. Kill it! Kill another little piece of my bass.
Yeah.
That's cool. I can rock that stuff. I was just jamming, you know. What a crazy contraption it is. What do you call it?
A violin?
Just violin?
Violoncello?
No, it's not.
I think it's.
I think it is a violin,
Huh.
but I'm not sure. 5-string violin?
So there's like a kind of riff that I wanted to try. It's like.
Play it again?
sure what'll happen there.
That's it,
Then we
yeah.
can kind of improvise.
You want me to play what you're playing so we play it together? Or?
At the beginning, on that first thing.
Okay.
When she's not singing, then you play that riff I tell you.
Is that where it was? Right there?
I think you could even play less than that, like da na na da, like really super simple.
Okay.
Because we'll probably just slinky back while she's singing. Yeah.
Okay.
Can you play an octave higher for an overdub? Cool.
Yeah.
We're gonna want that. But for now, we'll just worry about this bit. Okay.
Okay. You're gonna have to tell me about the volume levels in your headphones if they're too loud or.
They were set for drums, which is the same as set for stun.
Can you hear the violin in the headphones?
No.
Okay.
I'll do something like da da da.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's got to be a big boost. After several years of playing, then you finally have all this activity going on as well.
Yeah.
Not to mention a lot of activity at home.
Yeah.
Congratulations, new mom.
I've got a 6-month-old and my daughter's turning 5 on the
Where
16th.
do you find the time?
I don't know. I don't sleep. I don't know how. I cry sometimes. I break down and cry. I'm just like, I'm so tired.
Something tells me this is going to come out in the music.
Okay.
What you got ready for us here?
This is the only song I wrote when I was pregnant. And I'm deciding whether or not it's going to go on the album. Maybe the live version, live on KMBA.
There you go, give it a shot.
Against the grain.
Crystal Hutchens, live at the KMBA studios. What's that one called again?
Glass Flowers.
Still coming up with these.
Yeah. I later found out from my friend John's wife that they were coming up for a family trip. I was like, oh, okay, can we have John? 'Cause I didn't know John was a producer too. And then he just had a solo album come out that is so good. Songs from the Year of Our Demise.
And recently performed here.
And so yeah, then John got his hands on one of my songs, and that was just incredible. He was like, I couldn't believe he was like a workaholic in the studio. Where Ken, this was kind of cool too to see two different approaches. Where Ken was really laid back, and he was just like, let's try that again. And
there's a riff I have in mind. It's kind of the bass is doing, and then the violin is kind of making an octave thing out of it. In my head, that's what I'm hearing, and then maybe I would have her fill in some chords. That's amazing. And when we listen to the general mix, are you even using the line guitar? Or is that just in there and we're not hearing it ever?
I think they're both there.
Let's hear what it sounds like. It's all guessing.
Yeah.
This stuff is not precisely aligned in frequency land, but it's generally aligned. Same spot. And can you put some Cajun in that?
I think I missed those.
That sounded really good. I mean, I can't hear the music that you're playing too.
That's right.
But based on what I heard there, like, I think that sounded pretty good. I mean, I think we should do it another time.
Yeah.
But you got it so close. This is way simpler than that. So, it's like that. So, let's one more time. I sure wish there's a way I could hear it.
Yeah, because then you could at least...
Is there a way to have like a tiny bit of volume?
Somewhere I have another set of not so good headphones. These ain't your daddy's headphones. Oh, wait, they are. Okay, let's
Looks like
see.
you're going flying.
I'm not sure what you're going to hear, actually.
I look like I should
Maybe you're...
get my pilot's license.
Yeah.
Pretty damn close. Really sound good again. Do you want to try and just do one more pass of the high part to double it? I think that was sounding very good when you were rehearsing along with the high part.
Oh, the second part?
Like, just do another pass of it and we have a double of it.
Okay, yeah.
Like, play along with yourself.
Sure.
Yeah, it sounds like $1,000,000. Yeah, it's great.
That'll do,
That
baby.
was good.
John just got in there and he did everything in a few hours. He played the drums, he put on like 5 layers of keyboards, backing vocals, bass. It was just, whoa, okay. And it's like a whole different animal.
Good, cheap fun.
Yeah.
My favorite kind. Alright, let me check it one more time just to make sure I wasn't paying attention.
I gotta defeat a baby.
Hey, Chris.
In the Garden of Eden.
Okay.
Nice.
Fuck you, bud. You know the old guys like on the Stax recordings, there's this drummer named Al Jackson, and the whole sound of his drums was him putting his wallet on the snare before
Ken
Ascension.
did that.
Did he really?
Yeah.
Oh, see? Well,
that's funny.
Yeah!
To keep us in the mood, Crystal did Pilates. Pilates. I'm thinking about auditioning for Def Leppard. I can't move more than 2 of my limbs at the same time anyway.
Hit me like a bomb, baby, come and get it on. Little like a river with a red iPhone. Little like a trap, like a video band. Devil, if you want, let me be your old man.
Yeah. Perfect.
When you see that light is from inside.
I'm like a goddamn bird. A suggestion or question about this, and it's of course this is totally up to you, but it just strikes me that the lyrics about shedding the guilt and shame of lifetime are, kind of dark, and the idea of shedding that, is transitioning into happiness, and so the fact that the song is sort of happy and kind of glib in a way is cool. But I think maybe you're doing that guilt and shame of lifetime. If there was something a little kind of dark in there.
I see that.
I mean, I think the bass might play that role.
I don't know. I mean, I'm debating even putting bass on this or not.
Oh, dude, you're playing some great shit.
No, it's cool. I'm just saying, like, I think it's a fine line between putting a lot of stuff on here, but I also like the spaces. I like the drums, the vocals, the guitar, the main things for me. But maybe what you're talking about is something kind of. When you said that, I already got kind of some weird idea of something that's kind of more fucked up and distorted. It's kind of like some weird element that comes in. I think I have an idea. So
Yeah.
it's a good comment.
A little crashing away.
I'm trying not to just.
I like the kind of reggae, sort of happy.
I like kind of
doing
doing the offbeat stuff. Like,
yeah, I like
less
that.
Less of the straight stuff.
It's kind of ska, sort of reggae-fied kind of thing. Very police sort of. I like it.
This is the part I said is going to sound really weird.
Okay.
When I'm doing all this stuff. I think it makes it more sparkly, but I think if we pull it back a little bit and put some kind of like effect on it, slap effect, just for the atmosphere, I think it'd be really good. It kind of, it's weird. Like chimes sound great when they're like in their context. Like if you put a chime too loud, it can ruin a whole mix. You know, either chorus or I was thinking like maybe some kind of a stereo slap, like a ding 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 ding. So kind of.
Oh yes.
Just listen to me.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's the
That's very hooky. I mean, that's that simple keyboard line. It's going to be the part that people latch onto.
Yeah, it's gonna. But it's also gonna. I'm gonna layer it with something else.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put it way in the background so it's not like super.
Yeah.
Hello, people. So a bear, a raccoon, and a moose walk into a bar. Yes, good times. Great oldies.
Hello? Hello?
Is this thing on?
So you have
2 tracks for this.
do we have creek ambiance or no?
No.
No.
Actually, might not make
It might not.
The sounds of the two elements mix in the air rather than mixing in the computer at 16 bits or whatever.
I like that. Totally, exactly.
Come shave a lifetime. Come shave a lifetime.
Cool.
It's right on my cusp area.
That was much better.
Let's see what this sounds like together. Alright, the idea is good.
That's actually pretty cool.
The execution is not, so we gotta get it better.
Come shave a lifetime. Come shave a lifetime.
Yeah, one of them is bad. Which one is good? Let's pick the good one. That's the one. Okay, yeah, I totally see it.
Close.
Branch.
Twig flew off.
This is the important part of making the record right here.
It's also important to shoot or look through the same eye that you're holding the gun with. So you're with the right arm rather than trying to do left.
I'm right.
eye
Yeah.
with here.
Oh, I saw it go right back. The other idea I had besides your vocales was maybe trying a little background parts. But it was kind of an part, like a kind of. I can't do it very well. I'll show you what I was talking about. But see what you think of that. But then we should probably get to trying to do some of your vocals. Since it's your song. High, but it's just like right in that one little spot for me that's like really weird to do it.
It's kind of good. I think it's good that it sounds strained in a way. I think that's what we're kind of shooting for, isn't it?
Let's try it. Let's get that kind of strange sound. Thank you for noticing that. You're right.
Thank you for
I was
noticing.
going for that.
That's what I was going for.
It's true. Let's do 2 more tracks of this.
Okay.
And let's just go for the full on like wall of it, and then we can bury it, and it'll sound all chorusy and weird.
Cool.
una vez, una más, por favor.
Alright, ready?
No.
Okay.
Garden was so very, very big. I built a puzzle there, I went inside to dig. Oh, to spend the universe of time, to shed the guilt and shame of lifetimes. The guilt and shame of lifetimes. The purpose is inside. The purpose is inside. Spanning back through years was just the channel coming pure. And when you see the light, the purpose is inside. The light is from inside. The purpose is inside. The purpose is inside. It's a lie. Oops.
Did you stop singing?
Yeah.
That's cool. I mean, let's do another track.
Yeah.
Some of the parts of this might sound good doubled, I mean.
Yeah.
But in the choruses, I'm just thinking, you hit some really good stuff there.
Yeah.
It sounded really powerful, at least. It's kind of hard to tell totally like this, but let's try doing that again like that.
Okay.
Do a couple like that, and then I'd like to see if you could just do one where you just do it without the other vocal.
Okay.
And see what happens.
Okay. The rainbow's coming clear through this trail of tears, spanning back through years, was just the channel coming pure. And when you see the light, the purpose is in sight. The light is from inside. The purpose is inside. The purpose is inside. All the answers are already here, down inside the valley of your fear. Rancid bones of misery highway, echoes in everything that you say. The guilt and shame of lifetimes, the guilt and shame of lifetimes is a lie.
Double just because it just made it sound more gargantuan, more powerful. I don't know what your feeling is on that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I like it.
Are you have you doubled vocals in the past, or is it something that you have?
Kind of on accident, like doing more than one take.
Crystal likes special effects.
It just
Yeah, I can't stand my voice.
Well, I really
without an effect.
I really liked the
I don't like my dry voice.
the other take a lot, and I think that combined with another track and maybe a couple spots we can drop off a word here, but that second take you did a double along with the other one I think would sound really very strong. So I'd like to check that out and see how that sounds, but I think we got it. So you can go ahead and take a breathe out and see what we can do here.
When you see that light, purpose is inside. The light is from inside. Purpose is inside.
Two totally different styles. Really neat.
Must have been a lot of fun. Great experience.
It was. lay your little bones at my... Whoops.
That was
Damn it! Damn it, Jim! Where is my bravery now? Where is the armor I laid down? Why am I bringing this out into the light of your eyes, into the light.
Nice one.
Only in an Alaskan recording studio would a dog interrupt the session. Why am I bringing this out into...
Oh, no, I fucking
that. All I did is make a big mess. It's just going to make it harder for you to do anything with it.
That was perfect.
Perfect. The cameras aren't any added pressure, are they?
No, not at all. Can you get a little closer?
What do you think of doing?
Well, that's what you wanted me to do, right? Those parts.
Well, I want you to go ahead and if you want to, feel it out to what's comfortable. But yeah.
You got any ideas over there?
I don't know, I was thinking like an octave lower than the chorus, that harmony she's doing. Maybe. Where is my bravery now?
Stand here like a fool. Why am I bringing this out into the light of your eyes? Little bones, my fragile toes, of your eyes. You know, I don't know what it would be like, but maybe in the background it might be cool if the "Where's the Bravery Now" if it was just had a little something.
Yeah, maybe you can match the harmony that she's doing in an octave lower in the same sort of register you're doing now, or whatever you think is cool.
I don't know exactly how yet.
It could be a real scream.
Not like a scream really, but like a "Where?" No, but like kind of on it. Kind of.
Yeah.
Not too much, and you could like keep it quiet in the back.
No, I can't do the damn vibrato thing you do at all.
I say do it.
Where is my bravery now?
Yeah.
But exactly the opposite of that. I don't know. Maybe just for fun, let's try one.
Yeah.
Where? It almost have to be lower. Where?
You can belt it.
Let's try it again. Now I'm nervous.
No, just follow through with your gut feeling.
Where is my... Fuck.
But that was it, though. That's where it comes from.
That's the spot. I'm going to turn your gain down a little bit.
You pulled it from where it needs to come from, for sure.
I held something too long that messed me up for the bravery, but... Where is my bravery now? Where is my
Line.
I just want it right here.
Yeah.
You need someone like.
Oh,
Tape right here.
There is a clip on the other side of the mic stand actually, but I don't know if that will help you. Like,
I'll just tape it right here.
oh, okay. Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Sorry, I forgot to bring the script prompter.
Yeah.
I'm like Ozzy. I need a teleprompter.
Right at the middle makes it come out like that.
Okay, now what are we? Are we doing origami now or what?
It says right there, fold into you.
Where is the armor I laid there? Ah! I can't hold the breath for that shit. Where is my bravery now? Where is the armor I laid down? Why am I bringing this out into the light? The light.
Sweet.
Where?
What the hell is that?
Where is my bravery now? Where is the armor?
That's all right. There's another time through.
Okay.
Where is my bravery now? Where is the armor I laid down? Why am I bringing this out into the light?
I can't do that
It's
fast.
fine, dude.
Sorry.
We're all too self-critical. It's okay. Yeah. That is so cool.
Yeah, that's really fucking cool.
Oh, that's killer. Did I just say killer?
Yes, the new CD project,
It's
the title.
called Somewhere Under the Rainbow. Like,
I keep confusing the DVD or the video and the CD. So run through them quickly for us
the
again.
CD is called Somewhere Under the Rainbow. The title is kind of like we're light inside of our body. We're made out of light, and light is a rainbow, and so everything is under the rainbow. It's a little play on the Wizard of Oz there. And then the movie is called Ascension, which is about the process of evolution that we're going through. You know the kids that are coming in today, they're calling the indigo kids. They're coming in with more and more psychic abilities. Like my daughter, she knows stuff that happened before she was born that there's no way she could have known. And these are just things that we know how to do that we've kind of lost touch with, but the energy of the planet is changing, so we're going to be able to get these abilities back more and more. You're looking at me like, okay.
I'm waiting to see that. Bring it on. All right, we're going to take track number 1.
Okay.
Track number 1 is What We Take.
That's the one Ken produced, and it's got a lot of, well, it's a 5-string violin, and so if it was a viola / violin, we decided it was a violin. But there's layers and layers of this beautiful violin.
Crystal Hutchens live and on CD here at 90.3 KNBA. Thanks again.
Thanks you. Thanks you.
I say that all the time. I do. I say that all the time, and not just like, but it's when I'm just meeting somebody or you're in that mode where you're thinking ahead to what you're going to say. Thanks you. I mean, I hate that.
That would be the last thing I said.
I know. I'm sorry.
This is like
This is so much what I would wanted to love to hear you doing is getting that support that I know you sound really deserve. I mean, you've got
That's the word
you've got
I was
the
trying
voice
to think of.
and the guitar, but the guitar doesn't necessarily fully support it
No,
because
it doesn't.
you need some other sounds with your kind of voice.
That's true.
So that your voice remains unique and other things are familiar. It's, in a way, it's the same way we do our music sets. We've always got something familiar, so when the unique's there, it really sounds unique. It's unique. People will really drift away. They don't recognize that they're hearing something unique anymore. It becomes a wall of something new. And yeah, I want to hear that viola, and I want to hear those other instruments with you. You need a band, man. Voice to me is more of, it's another instrument. There's a tonal quality that I'm hearing rather than just like a guitar. I don't care what the lyrics of a guitar are. I care about the tone progression and the change. And so when I hear your voice change to a different tone, I love that.
I don't know, it's something that, I guess it's about being a writer, but I'm more into the lyrics of any given song, but it's just like, because lyrics can be life-altering.
Well, when you're writing them, they do mean a lot more than when somebody's hearing them for the quote first time. You wouldn't just write down and sing the first thing you write down.
Right.
But the listener, that's the first, they have to hear it 4 or 5 times. Sometimes to get into it. So it's amazing when they get into it on the first listen. That means, wow, you really have written something that is comprehensive and easy to understand.
Yeah, if a song catches you on the first listen, you've done an outstanding job. But even for me, and I'm a music aficionado, I
Thing recording?
No.
No, that's the little bright flashing red light means absolutely nothing other than it's going to blow up soon.
Oh, just hear a sinus release for real quick.
You don't want my case anywhere.
Forgot what I was saying. Who cares?
Oh, it's just all fun to be able to play it with your art, isn't it?
Yes.
You lucky girl.
I like it. I'm a snow cone.
No, what I was going to ask is if you would like to get the top of the hill and people. Come on. Step to your right. Stop. Could be cool. Zoomed way in, but I'm not getting all the creation.
whisper? Is that your tranquility? Do you always whisper? Give your words mobility. Go out screaming at the sun. Go out yelling at everyone. Do not stop until you're done. And they have pulled me from the ground. You'll hear me in surround sound. Why let all our heroes die? Why let life just pass us by? Guess I could sit here and cry, but I am floating off with you. I am floating off with you, and I'm gonna scream at the sun. Gonna yell at everyone. I will not stop until I'm done. They have pulled me from the ground. You'll hear me in surround sound. Do you always whisper? Is that your tranquility? Do you always whisper? Give your words mobility. Go out screaming at the sun. Go out yelling at everyone. Do not stop until you're done. And they have pulled me from the ground. You'll hear me in surround sound. You'll hear me in surround sound. is my bravery now? Where is the armor I laid down? Why am I bringing this out into the light of your eyes? Facing the sun, watching the lights collide, like a soundtrack in my mind. Should I run? Should I run? Or fall into you? Fall into you, fall into you, fall into you. Where is my bravery now? Where is the armor I laid down? Why am I bringing this out into the lights?